Purple Biotech ADR PPBT Full Stock Due Diligence Report. 1. Company Overview. Purple Biotech Ltd. is a clinical-stage biopharmaceutical company focused on developing first-time-class therapies to modulate the tumor microenvironment and enhance cancer immunotherapy. Its pipeline includes CM24, a monoclonal antibody targeting CEA-CAM1 in Phase 2 trials, and NT219 targeting IRS1-2 and STAT3 pathways. The company is headquartered in Rehovo, Israel, with a DRS traded on the NASDAQ under ticker PPBT. Competitors include other oncology-focused biotech firms with larger pipelines and greater financial resources. 2. Financial health revenue. None pre-commercial stage. Net income TTM. $2.61 million consistent operating losses. Margins, negative, due to R&D and SG&A expenses. Debt to equity. Minimal long-term debt. Liquidity. Current ratio approximately 2.9. Quick ratio approximately 2.7. Indicating near-term stability but limited runway without external funding. Sources: Yahoo Finance, Stock Analysis, FinViz 3, Valuation Metrics, PE, not applicable loss-making PB, approximately 0.08, very low compared to peers. PS, not applicable, no sales. EV/EBITDA, not meaningful. Relative to peers, Purple Biotech trades at deep speculative levels due to lack of revenue and uncertain development outcomes. 4. Growth potential pipeline includes Phase 2 and preclinical oncology assets. Potential partnerships and licensing agreements could provide future revenue streams. R&D efforts presented at major oncology conferences highlight scientific credibility, though commercial viability remains unproven. 5. Risk factors: no commercial products or revenue. Continued cash burn from R&D. High dependency on clinical trial success. Risk of dilution from potential capital raises. Competitive oncology landscape with larger, better capitalized players. 6. Dividends and returns: no dividend history, no buyback program. Shareholder returns depend solely on stock price appreciation linked to trial progress or partnerships. 7. Market sentiment analyst coverage, extremely limited. One analyst rates the stock a strong buy with a $33 price target. Insider ownership, approximately 0.3%. Institutional ownership, approximately 1.9%. Trading. Highly volatile, with significant price swings driven by news and trial updates. Sources: Stock Analysis, FinViz 8. Macroeconomic impact: not directly sensitive to economic cycles. Dependent on availability of biotech funding, investor sentiment, and healthcare regulatory frameworks. 9. Technical Analysis, RSI, approximately 13. Deep oversold territory. Trend shares recently experienced a sharp sell-off, 45% in a single session. Volume: spikes driven by clinical news and announcements. 10. Corporate governance. Governance policies are disclosed through SEC filings and investor relations. Board independence and executive compensation are reported, though investor coverage is minimal. 11. Supply chain exposure. No manufacturing exposure. Relies on contract research organizations CROSS and partners for preclinical and clinical development. 12. ESG sustainability. Formal ESG ratings reported. Limited disclosures typical of small-cap biotech firms. 13. Customer base: none. Company is not yet commercial. 14. Insider and institutional data. Insider ownership is minimal at approximately 0.3%. Institutional investors hold approximately 1.9%. Ownership reflects speculative nature of the stock. 15. M&A activity. No significant M&A history. Could become a potential acquisition target if pipeline assets show strong efficacy. 16. Innovation and moat: proprietary oncology pipeline represents the core asset. Potential competitive advantage lies in novel mechanisms targeting CEA-CA, M1, and STAT3 pathways. Still early stage, with high scientific and commercial risk. 17. cyclicality driven entirely by biotech development cycles and clinical results, not correlated with broader economic or seasonal cycles. 18. Tax and accounting practices, standard biotech R&D accounting. No material red flags in tax or accounting practices reported. 19. Employee and labor risks. Very small workforce, approximately 9 employees. High dependency on specialized scientific staff. Loss of key talent could significantly disrupt progress. 20. International exposure headquarters in Israel with ADR listing, subject to regulatory risks across both jurisdictions. Exposed to geopolitical risks in Israel, as well as U.S. biotech market dynamics. Investment outlook. Bull case. Pipeline demonstrates strong clinical efficacy, enabling licensing deals, partnerships, or acquisition interest. Significant upside potential from a low valuation base. Bear case. Failure of clinical trials, cash burn, and dilution risk may erode shareholder value. With minimal institutional support, volatility is extreme. Conclusion. Purple Biotech ADR PPBT is a higher-risk early-stage biotech investment. Success depends entirely on clinical trial outcomes and financing ability, suitable only for investors with a high risk tolerance and speculative appetite.